Well, let's have another day of sawmilling fun. Still working on this cache of 6x6 logs for this upcoming off-grid cabin build. The engine on the mill's warming up, and we have a bunch of logs kind of right here, eh? So I think I should be able to get a 6x6 out of that, and the bottom one as well. So that's gonna be fun. John Deere 3039R is warming up as well. And it's, I don't know, getting close to 20 logs that we have finished so far. So I would like to finish the pile that's underneath there by the end of the winter. And in the spring, we're going to be getting some more trees and doing the same thing to continue accumulating the logs that we need for that. But the HM136 Max sawmill is almost ready to go. Let's get the tractor and get these logs, and let's get a move on. Now this log is really tapered on the front side here, so I'm just going to lift it up a bit to get a bit more of a level cut. That's what the toe board is used for. What are you doing? Well, I'm finished. I managed to get a 6x6 out of it. It's pretty nice too, but I kind of messed up the first cut. So what had happened is that this is a 6x6, but as it went over that way, it became 7.5 inches on that side. So you can see I've corrected it with that little slice there. But as you go along, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And then on this side, you see it's like more than an inch. So I lined up pretty good with my mark there. But that's just a matter of measuring from the pith, like trying to get it perfectly level. You know, I need more work on that, but I corrected it in any case. I'll end up using this piece for something. I always do. Olive, you okay? The first log's done. Hey, the first log's done. Are you happy about it? You missed. How you doing? You doing okay? Hey, come here. Hey, where's your Kong? You found it? Where is it? Where is it? You got it. Bring it here. I'll throw it for you. Yeah, it's a pretty nice red pine. Not too shabby at all. I don't even really know how long this sucker is because I didn't measure it. Oh, 12 feet, 3 inches. Pretty good. I can use it as a 12-footer with a bit of extra. Maybe that other log that I brought down is also a 12-footer. Right, Olive? This log looks pretty straight across. I mean, I know it's covered in snow, but it's pretty straight. About right here, it starts to dip down and then it comes back up. So if you get a better look at it like that, right, you can see on the top there it goes down and up. So I might lose a little bit right there. I'll have to cut it a bit deeper, but I don't think I'm going to use the toe board because it kind of looks reasonably flat. Just gotta lock it down and then we'll start it back up again. Get the engine going. I don't know what just happened, but I busted my mill. Something seems to be wrong with the power head. I'm cutting a log fine, and all of a sudden, the blade is not going up and down. And when I look at it, it's got power up, it's got power down, but when I go up or down, this is turning down, but this is not turning. So the mechanism that's sticking out right here is not connected maybe. I'm gonna have to take all this apart to see what's up inside. That's not cool, man. Suffice to say, I didn't plan on doing all this extra labor. Troubleshooting time. So after a little bit of diagnostics, appears to be a little tiny pin that holds the framing of the motor to the power head to the actual pin that's holding the pulley system. At first I thought I was going to have to take this off, but basically if I give you a shot of it, there's that pin right there. And that's what fell out. So I've been trying my best to line this up with the hole that's in here, because this pin has to go through the hole. And it took me a good 25 minutes trying to find the hole. I got that pretty flush right now, but I'm wondering, why did that fall out in the first place? So I do have a call in to Woodland Mills. They are very, very good when it comes to customer service in my experience. And I just want to know kind of a fix so that that little pin's not going to fall out again. It's in kind of a cramped spot there, but I'm wondering if I can wrap some tape around it, or maybe a zip tie or something, or maybe they've have calls from other people who are experienced the same thing and they already have a good suggestion on a fix. So I'm going to wait for that, but in the meantime, I think I am going to put a zip tie around it. Now, how do I cut this off? I need to cut that tip off. Okay, so I put a zip tie around it, thinking maybe that'll hold. I'm going up and down now, and it's turning, so hopefully that little zip tie will prevent the pin from popping out again. Well, I guess the real root of that particular problem is that it's cold out. And in frigid temperatures like that, what happens to steel? That's a little steel pin. It contracts. It shrinks. So that's what caused that pin, I'm guessing, to be a little bit loose and fall right out. I found it down here on the ground. Good thing I did, because at first I didn't know what happened. And then I'm kind of looking around and I saw the pin and I'm like, oh, the pin came out. Okay, well, that's easy, I guess. Could have been worse. Right, Olive? It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Okay, I got to finish this log now, okay? You stay here. Well, she ain't pretty, but she's a 6x6. So this ugly part right here in the center, that'll be in the center of the wall, not on the outer or the inner, right? It'll be on the vertical. And that's honestly just a result of us, harvesting those trees that got damaged in the ice storm and don't really want them to go to waste. So I try my best to get a 6x6 out of it. The only other alternative would be to just shave the bark off and use the round log. But I think it's okay. It is a pretty nice red pine. Really nice grain. Especially once you get to this section here. This is nice. Yeah, the zip tie seems to be holding out okay. If that solution doesn't work, I can always try putting a hose clamp there. And Woodland Mills did in fact call me back a little while ago, and I just kind of informed them that I solved the problem on my own, so to speak. But zip tie around that's probably a good idea just to prevent the pin from coming out. And if the zip tie doesn't work, then I'm sure a hose clamp would work because that's metal. Actually, I didn't measure this one yet either. I thought it was roughly the same as the other log, but I think it's a few inches bigger in any case. There's the 12-foot mark. So this one here is 13 feet. Perfect. Another 13-footer. Olive, we're done. We're done. You're not too wet? We're going to go now. We're going to close it up, okay? Well, I'd say we're well on our way into this winter of preparing all these logs that we need for this upcoming off-grid cabin in the woods. That's going to be a cool build, but there's a lot of preparation that goes along with that because you need a lot of logs, a lot. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of great content. So we just have to stick around until then while I get prepped. And hopefully we can start building this cabin this coming summer. But in any case, right, Olive? This summer, me and you in the woods, right? That'll be fun. Making lots of firewood, making lots of lumber, making barn owl houses. So we're having lots of fun here in the wood shop. And thanks for joining us, folks. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next episode, okay? You guys take care. And if you're not subscribed to the Hidden Spring Farm channel yet, we do all sorts of fun farm stuff here. Everything to do with small farm life. We got loads of animals. We're building orchards. We're building all the animal houses. We built this shop. We built the sawmill shed. We're doing all sorts of stuff to do with sawmilling, forestry, because we're managing the forest. And boy, oh boy, I know I'm missing something, but we have an amazing garden. So if you're into all of that kind of stuff and you want to see us continuing to build our farm, subscribe to the channel.